Have you ever prayed, planned, and worked so hard for something only to not have it turn out the way you expected? I've recently gone through a season where I felt like I lost direction and the entire idea of who I am. It's hard to trust God when things are uncertain, but one thing is always true: He will never, ever fail. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Joy. If you're new here, welcome, have a seat. If you're coming back, it's really good to see you. So today's video is going to be a bit different. I'm not doing a vlog, I'm doing a little bit of a talk, sitting down with you guys. I want to tell you guys about something. It's going to be a little bit of a long video, so sit down, relax, have some food, drink some tea or coffee or whatever you drink. Wash dishes, wash clothes, anything you want to do. Just know that you are in for a little bit of a journey. Okay, so I had a dream on the 11th of October 2024. This dream was from God. In the dream, I was at the beach. I was with my family and we were pretty much just having vacation. And then I was looking at the ocean, just looking at it from afar. And then it's like I was pondering in the dream. I was pondering about what is beyond, the waters, or what else is there other than what I already know. It's like I was pondering these questions in the dream, and real life too. So, then the lifeguards came, security came and said, we have to leave the beach, it's time to go home. And so people started packing and leaving. I started walking slowly, but then the water started to rush towards me like waves, but very gently rush towards me and brush over me. It's like it was like calling me, like, hey you. And it's like I was familiar with this water. It's like I was like, I know you. The way I didn't really respond in such a shocked way or like, oh, what's happening? It's like I'm like, oh, this person's calling me again. It was that attitude that I gave. And so I was like trying to hold onto the wall, trying to ignore it. And then the water started circling and it opened. And God spoke to me through the portal that opened. It was like a gold light shining. And God said, come with me, come to your new home. So from then on, just like the following weeks after that, God showed me that He wants me to move. I'm gonna do a move, and I'm gonna work a lot. I'm gonna travel a lot within Southeast Asia. There's gonna be a lot of ministry that I do there. Ministry not in terms of church necessarily, but I am passionate about policy making and helping people, reaching out to people, humanitarian care. So God had just showed me that this region, Southeast Asia, you're going to that region. And so I was wondering, like, oh, when's that going to happen? And He said this year. And it was crazy because at that time, I wasn't thinking I'm going to be doing anything in this year, right? I was hesitant. I didn't want to go back to school, the school I went to, UP. I didn't want to remain domestic. I wanted new things. I knew that I wanted new things, but I just didn't know how I was going to go about it. And God showed me all these things. Like He showed me I'm going to go to Beijing. He showed me the school that I'm going to go to, the scholarship that is going to fund me, and all of that. So I was very, very hesitant, but very excited. So I have a little bit of a testimony that I haven't really, I have something that I've been up to that I haven't really shared with anybody. In 2023, I participated in a Model United Nations. So it's just a little debate conference at school, and I represented the Republic of China. And through that experience, I really learned a lot about China, and I just fell in love with it. And we won best delegation. And when we went up to get our awards, my one of the people handing out the awards said to me, "I hope you get to visit the country someday." And from then, there was just this something in me. So cut to 2024, God is saying you're gonna go to Asia, and I'm like, "Okay, where am I going?" And he's like, you know, China. Honestly, the first time I heard that, I was a bit scared, a bit apprehensive. I don't want to leave all the people that I love here and just go to a place where I'm not known by anyone. I don't know the language really. I don't know the culture. It's like really scary, and it's that leap of faith, you know. He told me it's going to be in Beijing. And then I looked, okay, this is more niche, scholarships to China, Beijing. I started to search and just look for all of that. And I remember it was the 1st of November. I woke up, I was just restless. I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I just looked, I'm like, I need to find this place. And I looked and I found a scholarship that is to the school, and God confirmed to me that this is the one, this is the school you're going to. And I was like, God. So just like that, I had found the scholarship, and I'm like, wow, Lord, you are so specific and so detailed, and I just know you're gonna do this. Like, I didn't even know what program I want to do there. I was like, God, what am I doing there? God showed me over time that I'll be doing a master's degree there. They don't have honors. I finished my bachelor's degree. They don't have honors there. So from a bachelor's, you go straight to a master's. That's for 2 years. And I'll be doing a master's in development studies, which is so fitting. I'm so passionate about socio-political issues. And so when I saw the program as well, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so fitting. I just know that I love this. And it's crazy because it means God had just, from the beginning, like from the time I was born, God had this perception of me, and he knew that this is who Joy is, and this is what she'll like, and this is where she'll go. And so January this year, I applied, sent through all my documents. I got a message from the school. They said that I passed the initial review and that they want me to send through my documents, mail my documents there physically. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's like the second stage, and I believe that I get my acceptance letter after that. I had to start documenting this because it's just the beginning of a testimony. I know that I'm going to get the acceptance. I know that I'm going. I've just been preparing my heart. I just want you guys to follow along on the journey. Just see the beauty of Jesus Christ, the beauty of my God, Yahweh. There was a lot of like hiccups, but I just kept on pushing, and I kept on holding on. Like, God said this, so I am going to align to this. And I know this video is about disappointments, how to trust God within disappointments. So obviously that title foreshadows the fact that I didn't end up going to the school this year. A lot happened this year. I think as I was preparing for this next, I also found myself being in the wrong place. It's like I was in disobedience as well with certain areas of my life. I entered something prematurely, and I think it got me out of alignment completely. And now my efforts were not, slowly but surely, my efforts were not about Beijing, or not regarding preparing about Beijing. It was just about here. I was thinking very domestically. I was very confined, and I wasn't preparing my heart. I was declaring all these things, that this is going to happen, and I believed it, but I was not aligned with myself. Like, my mind believed it, but my heart didn't really want it, or wasn't there. I was so sure that I am going to Beijing for my master's. Yeah, I told people. I even celebrated, and like time kept on passing. I think I sent the documents in May. On that day I sent them, and everything went well, cool. On the 27th of May, I believe, it got there. Exciting, wonderful. I was just so happy. But currently it's the 25th of June and I haven't heard from them at all. Whew, guys, I'm patiently waiting. It feels like I'm supposed to get my acceptance. I am not working. I don't go anywhere. I sit at home like almost every day. The only time I go out is to go to church. And it's just been so depressing. It's been so very depressing. This rate is gonna be a good testimony. It's gonna have to be a great testimony. Okay, so I just filmed that last clip a week ago, and there has been an update. So before filming that clip, I basically sent an email to the school asking them any updates on my application, and then they messaged me back like I think 3 days later, and they told me I didn't pass the university's review because my documents were not complete or whatever. When I first got that email, I just closed my eyes because firstly I saw the school, and then I saw, unfortunately, something like that. I said, no ways. I genuinely just felt like giving up. I felt like just leaving it. You know, I felt like, okay, this is it. And I was so confused because like God said this, and so why is this happening? And I didn't understand at all. Don't know, because wasn't aligning with what God said to me. So after that, I don't know what to do. I sat like frozen for like an hour. I was just thinking, this whole year I did nothing. I have been preparing emotionally, mentally, like for this thing, you know. And now I'm like, okay, maybe everything was in my head. Like maybe I'm mistaken, maybe I'm wrong. And that hurts. That hurts, guys, to feel like you misheard God. Yeah. So I got that message and I prayed, and God just said, wait, like, wait. And I'm thinking in my human head, like, wait for what? Like, you know what? I just decided, if God says wait, then wait, because that means He has a plan. That means He's up to something. And who am I to say, oh, I know everything, I know how all things work? So I just surrendered, and I just started praying every day, like declaring that it's gonna happen, it's gonna come, it's gonna come. And I've been praying those prayers every day. I've been declaring every day. Yeah, so I'm waiting. And I went through that process of grieving, but then process of picking up faith again. Good morning. Okay, it's 12th August. Currently, I think almost 7 a.m. I just woke up, and in my spirit, I just feel like I have to go to the mall. So I'm going. Guys, I don't even have my acceptance letter yet. I don't have it yet, but I don't have it physically, but I believe that it's done. I believe that I'm getting it. So I'm just taking a step of faith. I need to plan the things I need for Beijing, for the move. So I'm going to check the move, everything that I need, just calculate what it's all gonna cost, and believe in God for that amount. I don't have any rands. I don't have any money on me. I don't have any money to my name right now, but I'm just gonna trust God. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but I'm going to the mall right now. As delusional as I seem in this clip, I do fully believe in God's ability to do miracles and turn impossible situations around. But the problem is, I fully wanted something that I was no longer ready for, and I hadn't done a heart check to see where my heart is, what state I'm at, and I hadn't really had that conversation with God yet. So I was inquiring to God, like, what's going on? Why is it taking so long? You know, now it's September. School is beginning, you know, and I don't even have a visa. I don't have all these things. Not that I was like confined by time or too intimidated by time, because again, I really believe that God is able to just make things happen in a way that is so unprecedented and in a way that doesn't make sense at all. So I was not like complaining, but I was just wondering, like, God, so what's gonna happen? Like when, you know? And he responded to me and he said, Joy, well, are you ready? Essentially, he was asking me, am I ready to leave? Am I ready to move? Leave everything I know, everything I've known for something completely different. And when he asked me that, I genuinely had to sit with myself and be honest. And what I found was that no, I'm not ready. And that was completely weird for me because it's like I'm at odds with myself. Two versions of myself. One that is completely ready to go, and one that is like, I'm hurting right now. I've been through a lot of things. I'm tired. I'm too tired to start a new life and to figure out new waters. It's like I asked myself, I'm looking at myself, having a conversation with myself, and I'm like, dude, what do you mean you're not ready? Let's go. And this other version of myself is genuinely tired. Yeah, so I'm no longer going to Beijing this year. I don't know how God is gonna get me together and order, things. But I really feel like I lost. I feel like I took a big L here. And I feel like I shot myself in the foot. I feel so angry at myself, guys. Honestly, I feel so mad. I just feel like I could have, should have. Like if I started the year again, I would have done things completely differently. But I am here, and the whole year has passed, and I've not done anything with my whole year, like the whole of 2025. I've not done anything, and that is so depressing to me. I thought I was withholding myself from everything else for Beijing, but to find that I wouldn't even be ready for Beijing, I just feel like so annoyed with myself. And annoyed is an understatement. Then this year, I lost like the idea of who I am. The entire idea, I lost it. My past identity was like related to school. I study. I love studying. I'm a good student. I love political sciences, international relations. It was relating to school. It related to my past relationship. That was so. That made up like a huge part of my my identity. My lost identity related to me working and achieving things. I had an NPO for kids, working in ministry, like being so on, so stellar, so efficient. My past identity related to me being so very efficient. And it related to me now moving, going to Beijing. Within the span of a year, my whole identity has pretty much been, and I have no idea what to do. I'm actually so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. The whole year has been the very definition of uncomfortable. I didn't really realize that parts of myself were falling away. I think that my identity has been chipping away slowly as these pillars of my life have been chipping away. And now I'm kind of an abyss. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm kind of like a blank slate, which I think God has worked intentionally to take away everything that I once was, to take away my old life, and to give me the chance at something new. I'm currently grieving. I am currently grieving the ending of who I once was and the ending of everything I once had. But I also want to position myself for new and to celebrate new. To be real, I don't know. I don't know who I am right now. I don't know where I'm going. Quite clearly, I don't know. There's a hazy vision, but not quite sure. And I just surrender it to God. I was very disappointed, guys. I dealt with heavy disappointment. And now I'm at this weird, uncomfortable place of nothing is as it was. I'm just waiting to be shaped into whatever the potter is making me. So God's disappointments sometimes are realignment. That's the word in my head right now. For the season, I would describe it as realignment. And it's completely fine. I think I was a controlling person. I was someone who wanted to prove my worth by works and by achievements, and God has completely taken away my ability to do that. To show you guys that whatever comes from here, whatever victory comes from here is all Him, because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it at all. And I'm grateful that He's humbled me. I'm grateful that He's torn me apart, honestly. And I'm grateful that everything's going to be so beautiful. I know it will be. I just don't know how I'm going to get there, but that's the control bit, I want to know the direction, the driver. Are we there yet? I need to chill. I know it's going to be beautiful because He's such a faithful God. His love is, I can feel His love so presently, guys, so very presently. That's where I'm at right now. Little catch up. If you're in a similar season, just know that God's got you. Hasn't forgotten. He's very, very honest, and very faithful. When I realized that I can't go, like I can't do it, I'm actually so tired and so broken, and I don't know who I am. When I realized that I can't go, I'm like an injured bird. I can't fly. He just said to me, it's okay. Even though it was my fault, I kind of hurt myself. And so when I ended up being not ready, when I ended up being injured, He just embraced me with so much love, and He said, it's fine. I just wanted to share that. I don't know, maybe it might resonate with someone watching. Just know God loves you a lot. He loves us so much, and He is always with us forever. Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Okay, so before I end this video, I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching. I know that I just said that I didn't achieve anything this year, but when I look back, I do think about YouTube and how I've been sharing my journey on YouTube. I know that God has put me here for a reason, and thank you so much for being part of this journey and being part of this new beginning. I love you guys so much. You are such a wonderful community. As small as we may be right now, I'm very excited for where we are headed, for the growth that is coming on this channel. And I'm excited about all that God is going to do in my life. Best believe I'm taking you guys with me. Honestly, we're going up from here. So thank you for being here. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hi. I hope you guys are doing well. I don't know, I just wanted to catch up a little bit. I think I've just been figuring life out. So context, I am 20 years old. I'm in my final year of uni, and I don't know.
I don't think I ever planned this far. I feel like some people plan life. And I literally entered first year just saying, you know what, I'm gonna figure it out. Let's just see. I have the grades. I have the opportunity to go to uni, and let's see what happens. And here I am. Oh, in final year. I got to final year figuring it out. And now it's nearly over. So, yeah. It's been exceptionally scary. Because I feel the responsibility and the expectation to know what I'm doing, and I just don't, and I just feel like a fraud, like I'm just pretending like I know what I'm doing, but I don't. I've really been overtaken by fear, I must admit. Fear of the future, fear about my life. I feel like I have a ton of interests. I have a lot of potential. I just don't know where I want to go, and I don't know how I'll get there. But the good news is that I still have a Father. I still have God. And he you know, he's known me through all my stages, and he knew I'd get to this point. And what's funny is that I thought, this is independence time, you know, you live alone, and you're 20, and like I just thought it's time to grow up, Joy. But I'm realizing there's no pressure to become. There isn't a pressure to become. Maybe, sure, there's pressure by external forces like parents or family or church or wherever. But there is no pressure from God to become.